This episode is going to be a little different. We, the Over the Line crew, found out last night about the passing of somebody we considered one of our own, Jimmy Jam. Most of you guys know him. We've built like a family here on this podcast, and Jimmy Jam was not just part of that family, but he was one of the first guys to join us after we joined Bubba's network. He was one of the first guys to start donating and being such a big part of this show. And to find out of his passing last night, it was hard on all three of us. So what we want to do is we want to dedicate this episode to Jimmy Jam. And before we get started, we want to do a moment of silence in his honor. Jimmy Jam, we're going to miss you, buddy. Appreciate all you did for the show. And welcome to the show, everybody. Over the Line boys are back in studio. Plus one. I mean, should we consider P roll? He said we could start calling him P Diddy again.
I was thinking about how about D Pitty?
D Pitty.
That would be, no.
D-
Now,
that
he
sounds
obviously
worse.
hates P-roll. That's
D
fine.
Pitty.
Now, he's never been opposed to P roll, but after 15 years of calling him P Diddy, it's hard for me to let it go.
Yeah, I see. That's fine.
So
that's
it's
great.
just it's hard. Tony Gump here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Real quick, we are dedicating this show to Jimmy Jam. I'd be lying if I said we weren't all devastated to find out last night of his passing, because he was just such a, I as Trish and I sat and talked about it last night, I'm thinking of all the crazy things that we sent him. I sent him he and Jordan both a picture of me in high school. No, it was a picture of me at the Big Boy statue.
Yes.
From the Cumulus building. We sent Jimmy Jam your taint hair pads.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Jimmy Jam was a big part of it, and so it was
an heirloom in the family.
That's right. That's right. And so it just, even though we were devastated, it made me laugh, and I know Jimmy Jam would probably appreciate that. Tony.
Yeah, my heart goes out to Jordan. So sorry for your loss. We feel something here. He helped us out when we first got on Bubba, and all the things he would send in, but he was so cool. And I got nothing bad to say about the guy. I'm going to miss him. So anyway, there's that.
And John Bird.
Yeah, it really hits me hard because Jimmy Jam and Jordan were a package deal for me. I was dear friends with them both, and when I found out, it's just tough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is. Well, what we can do on this end is pray for Jordan, pray for Jimmy Jam's family, and I've had some people reach out to me saying, "Hey, is there a way we can, send some condolences?" I'll have something for you in the next day or two.
She's here.
We're gonna get an address that they can send that stuff to. So just bear with me on that, and we'll get that hooked up. And Jordan, thank you for being with us here on this episode. Everybody starting off. We got First of all, our favorite, Jordan, with the $9.99. Hey now, everyone. Thank you all so much. Also, like the new handle, Titty Ruxpin. Mike Chris, $50 on the super chat from my man Jimmy, and prayers for Jordan and his entire family. You guys are the best. Thank you. Jam. But we wanted to do the show, wanted to dedicate it to Jimmy Jam, and just grateful to have him as part of the family.
Yeah.
Several other moving parts going on though. One is, and I haven't discussed this with you, John Bird, but since you put it out on Facebook, I'm assuming it's public knowledge now.
No, it's not.
You put it on Facebook. You are officially employed.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
With Talk 99.5.
This is true.
Let's give this man a round of applause.
Thank you. I've got my little.
Are we taking wagers now?
Oh, he's got a key fob. Look at that.
Key fob.
You remember? Did they take your last one away, or did they just deactivate it?
Oh no, they take that thing back.
Do they?
Shine them up and reuse them.
Hell, God, that had to be depressing. They took it the day they told you.
Oh yeah.
They have to.
Man,
it's they have to.
That's depressing.
But it was. I saw Damien. We did the slow motion run down the hall. Big.
So
hug.
who all did you see, and like how excited were they?
One of the first people to come in was James, and he came in, shook my hand. The general manager came in, shook my hand, and gave me a big bro hug.
Wow.
And I saw everybody from the Jocks, and of course Greg McElroy came up and said, man, Joe, we've really missed you. And I was like, thanks, Greg.
So Greg McElroy, who does the calls on ESPN, former Alabama quarterback, called you Joe. That was nice of him.
But and then we had people come in, and everybody was coming in and give me a hug and everything. Hey, glad you're back, glad you're back.
It's been obviously it's been a struggle for you not having the job, but the process leading up to getting here, which is, again, we're just at the first step, so let's go ahead and make this clear.
Step, very clear.
Where John Bird is at this point is he is in a stable of producers that are on call. So we're very short staffed at our radio station. So John Bird's going to be that guy to come in and save the day when they need somebody to fill in.
And
such as
Saturday
weekend
mornings
shows
have been given to me.
Okay, so you're
what
good.
I used to do on Saturday morning.
So you'll be able to hear John Bird on Saturday morning, sometimes during the day. And I ain't gonna lie, here's the goal. All right. So I'd been pushing because we're right at the 1 year mark, just maybe a year and a week since you were let go. And the entire year I had been pushing management and saying, hey, whatever we got to do, whatever I got to do, whatever you got to do, let's do it. And finally they told me, they're like, the hardest part of this is to just get him on payroll. And I said, well, then we need to put 100% effort into that part of it, and then we'll worry about the rest later. And ultimately, between Val and Ryan Haney and James, they were able to pull it off. And so first step is complete. Obviously, what we want, what everybody else wants, is to be reunited. And I firmly believe that's going to happen. Just don't know when.
Yep. I mean, I feel good about it. One thing I don't feel good about is, I'm having a great time with, Val and Richard, but those freaking hours, man, I forgot. I worked morning show for years in the past and everything, and I don't know how I did it.
I couldn't do it.
It's it's like I finish like, okay, I'm done for the day. I've got this list I need to do. No, I wake up and it's like 3:45 and I'm face down on the bed. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what it's like.
No, dude, they ain't no way. If they came to me and said, you want to do a morning show, I'd say no. I'm just going to go podcast from here on out.
Jamie had $10. Jamie, here's some money for milk for your cat crunch. That pissed me and the wife off when Onion Head said that this morning.
Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
No, we were just talking about just the cereal. I don't know how that,
Oh, yeah, Richard Dixon would never talk about cereal.
Yeah. And we were just talking, and I said something about I can't afford milk. Yeah, I do water, and he did some kind of joke. And then he said, "Oh, I could."
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't remember
Yeah.
most of the morning. I mean, I enjoyed it, but
You're in a fog. You're in a
bit
haze.
of a fog.
We got JT, who is 50
JT.
on the Cash App.
JT.
He says, I'm hoping I win a shirt this month.
Well, JT, you just got yourself 5 entries, my friend.
Yeah, he's off to a good start.
I do. I'm gonna be honest, and I can't technically do this since I'm running the contest.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have a repeat winner, I really want them to hand it to JT because JT's a real one. He needs a.
You know what?
Sure.
Let's
I might
vote.
just get him
Let's
one
vote.
anyway.
All in favor?
No, we can't
Raise
make
your
that
hands.
rule. That's up to the person that wins. We cannot.
Yeah, John Bird.
What is it, socialism?
What are you doing?
What the heck?
What have we been fighting for the past 2 years?
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Mandami from New York or whatever.
Oh my
Yeah, we can't just give
God.
away free stuff. You think we're
I was
socialists?
just saying we were voting democratically.
We hope you give it to someone, but if you keep it, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freedom.
that'd be great.
No, we'll.
I'm mad now.
We'll get. I'll go out of my way to get JT a shirt, just because I like JT.
I'll give him mine. I'll wash it really good.
Dude, you know what's funny is I bet we could auction off the shirt off your back.
No,
cheddar.
it fits so nice. I like it. I don't wear it regularly because I want it to last. I'm really rough on shirts, just like living.
Well, this is our show. Like we can get those shirts whenever we want.
Yeah, it's just like the first dollar you ever make with a business. I'm sure Tony did this. You put it in a little frame and you put it up on the wall, right?
Maybe Nick the Gun Guy gets you a different shirt, and then you can hang that one on the wall, and then we'll auction it in like a year.
Well, but I want to wear it some.
That way it has like deodorant cakes on it and stuff. It's got some use.
Exactly. Yeah, it's got that Arm & Hammer smell, which is on sale.
The
That's why I
ring.
get it.
Yeah.
JT! Wait, hold on, not JT. Mike Crest, who says $10 going for JT. I think he just dedicated that $10 on the Venmo for JT.
Wow. Mike, man, he's just a same Mike.
And my dad says,
Are you watching Tennessee? ? No, Dad. I'm doing a podcast. I'm making a living here.
Oh, I take a basketball's on right now.
I guess so.
You go to a basketball game.
Oh, I know, dude.
It's so fun.
You know what's crazy? As I was watching them, they were actually playing Monday at like 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday.
Yeah.
And they were playing Rutgers. And in the middle of the game, or halfway through the first half, the new AP poll came out. And so Tennessee at the time was ranked number 20. And during the game, they changed us because we moved up to 17. Like on the graphic down at the bottom, they just changed the number. I had never seen that before.
That's pretty crazy.
I thought that was wild. We got the cash, the super chats.
Going crazy, JT. 9.99. I would love a JB shirt.
But we just did it. The shirt off his back,
Here we go.
and he did it for $10.
Nobody asked him to take his shirt off, by the way. He just did that.
It's fine. Well, just you're looking kind
I got
of.
to get back to Mandu. I'm telling you, this 62.
The fact that you haven't done Mandu, I would say you're probably in pretty good shape considering that you haven't been.
Yeah, I do. I mean, now see, this I can make it look
at
pretty
that.
good, but it ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing. I got no strength, but fortunately, it looks good.
Bubba and them always said you had 62 strength. No, that was Lummy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
By the way, Lummy pitched an idea, and I haven't even told you guys. I don't think this is actually going to happen, but their last show of the week is tomorrow, and he's like, I'll check with Bubba to see, since you're off, if y'all want to come on the show, zoom into the show. So if I actually get that, can we pull that off? Is that possible?
Tony, can we?
I think so. I don't see why not.
I mean, I'm sure we would know. We'd
Tony
probably
can do
know
it.
by tonight. I can't imagine they'll do it to us last second in the morning, but
Yeah.
if something comes up, then let's plan to.
Yeah. Oh, well, I
do
won't
it.
be able to do it.
Why? Oh, you got to work.
Yeah.
Dang, that'd be the second time we went on the show without you.
I know.
Imagine that. We're not working, but John Bird is.
Yeah, imagine
I've
that.
never seen that
Well, if
happen.
we know it's going to happen and we have time, you should make a pre-recorded message for him and tell Bubba how.
That's true. You can just record a video with your phone and send it to us.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. I can do that. I'm sorry, but I'm cold.
Yeah, go ahead and put your shirt back on. We would all appreciate that.
See my nipples? I mean, it's cold.
Payton's like sliding to his left there.
Yeah, I've been moving my. Whoa, now, whoa.
We worked so hard to keep Payton in the middle, and he's now moving.
John Bird's forced me out of the middle.
Yeah.
What else? Yesterday I fell. Last night I fell.
It happens when you start getting in the 40s.
Yeah, and I don't fall though. Like, this is not something that normally happens to me, and I ended up I was cooking fries and sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, bourbon turkey sandwiches, by the way. I was grilling them on my big George Foreman.
Oh, man. You have a big George Foreman?
Yeah, it's
There's
like
a big
well, it can fit like 2 sandwiches on it.
Okay, yeah, I've got one of those. I got to get mine out.
And so I'm grilling those sandwiches, and I took some Arby's fries and put those in the air fryer, and I was taking the rest of the Arby's fries and taking them out to the garage and putting them in the deep freeze. Mm-hmm. Well, on the way back in, I tripped over one of the stairs. From the garage to the living room, there's like 3 or 4 brick steps. And I guess I missed one or something because I didn't have the lights on out there. And I started going down. And because it's a Christmas wonderland in our house, there's Christmas bins everywhere. So as I'm going down towards the hardwood, there's Christmas bins right here. And I'm like, I'm going to catch myself. But when I did, it didn't work. And so my arms then go back, and I go face first into the hardwood floor. Don't laugh, Payton.
Dude, come on. With your man-do muscles, you should have been able to.
Nah, I couldn't do it, dude. I've not fallen on my face maybe ever. Like, except for one time when I was like 13 or 14 years old, and I passed out in church and like fell to the side of the pew and hit the wall, and I put a hole in the wall.
I've passed out at church before, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
There's something to that. But yeah, that's the only time I remember hitting my head. And so
you remember my face plant?
I don't.
At the radio station when I had to use the bathroom.
I remember it.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that because I heard it. And then I look around, and John Bird's getting up off the floor. I'm like, what just happened?
It was bad.
So this is, I don't know if the camera's going to translate this, but I got a knot on my head.
Yeah, it's
right
angry.
in this area.
It's angry.
Yeah. But we almost went to Costco because I thought, well, if I've got this red dot on my head, I'm really going to be able to fit in with everybody there. You know?
Dang,
That is
Andrew.
so racist.
Yeah, well, that's not. I want to be one of them. I want to fit in.
I thought only Indian chicks did that.
Now that's right. Oh, never mind.
That's who's at Costco.
Oh, well, the Indian dudes.
Dude.
That's right. They're busy. They're busy working. They're on the phone.
That's listen. Costco is covered up with Indian people,
Really?
and I don't know if it's just
So is X.
they all run gas stations, and maybe they're buying stock or stocking the shelves or whatever.
It may just be that area thing.
It's in Hoover though.
But when we were in Hoover today, did you see how many Indians were at the Galleria today?
Yeah, but they were. But you're talking about the people that work at the kiosk in the middle.
Okay, yeah, but still. But I've seen some Indians walking around shopping.
Yeah.
A handful, more than you normally see. You know,
Were they trying to get really good deals or anything? You know?
I don't know. We didn't say they were Jewish.
Yeah, I was about to say wrong people.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. Actually, if you go to our YouTube shorts, Tony, we documented our trip to the mall, and I don't know if this is worth playing, but I guess we might as well.
We pressed an Indian cashier.
He did. I haven't even fully watched them. I just put them together and posted them.
Okay.
So we'll just go to.
Oh, let me say real quick. This just popped up. JT wants to know how to send free memberships.
Mike Chris, can you walk him through that, buddy?
Is this the top left one?
Because I think you just hit the money symbol there. Yeah, no, but the one to the left. It's a two-parter.
Mike Chris, 5 memberships. Hey now. And did that say JT? He's a member for 7 months. Is that who that was?
Yeah.
JT, membership. They're about your rock.
Nice.
Thank you, JT. All right, so this is our trip to the trip to the mall. This one, yeah, go down one. That one, yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm here with Young Diddy. We're just leaving Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anything to do, and you're going to go on this adventure with us. Now, the first thing to know is that last night I tripped coming out of the garage and hit my head on the hardwood floor. As you see here, I got a big goose egg.
Yeah, it looks pretty
I
bad.
also tore my leg up and all that kind of stuff, but it's whatever. And this is probably why I don't take vacations. But now we're gonna take a trip to the mall, like we used to do in the 90s. Do you ever wonder what the 90s were like?
Yeah.
Do you think they were fun?
Definitely.
And there she is. The big, beautiful Galleria. Oh my Lord. We're gonna have so much fun, Payton. We're gonna have so much fun.
I wonder if they
Here
have the
we go.
carousel up yet.
Me and
I think they do.
John Morant. Wait, do you think the kiosk guys that sell the cell phone cases are gonna stop me because I have a red dot on my head? Josh, you need a cell
there it
phone
is.
case. Please come again. Wait, what'd you say?
This is an art gallery full of stock photos and AI.
You mean none of that's real?
Yeah, I mean, some of it, but looks trashy.
You think all of that's AI?
I don't think all of it is, but
Oh yeah, this stuff's AI for sure.
pictures. I'm gonna go ask him who makes this stuff.
All right, we're gonna ask him who makes it. Y'all make all of these?
We also do the custom prints, like if you share your own picture or your family friend's picture.
Oh,
even know what he's saying.
Y'all draw these?
No, we print these.
Oh, you print them out?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. He's like, oh yes, we make all these. We make it for you in 15 minutes. This kid, absolutely. This guy despises AI. I mean, hates it like John Bird.
Come on,
now, this
boy,
store,
there
on
we
the
go.
other hand, Replay Toys. Speaking of the
sounds bad.
90s, man, come on, go.
That's badass
yeah,
right
this
there.
place is dope right here. Oh, come on, dude. Look at that. I don't even think I got to shop anymore. This may be the best store in the entire mall. I mean, look.
Look at all those masks, dude. Those are dope.
Yeah.
Playing a little bare naked ladies
This
in the back.
place
Yeah.
is dope. Like real lightsabers?
Probably.
Oh, this store is so awesome. Come on, dude.
Should I go right to the next one after this?
Yeah.
Okay. That's up.
Yep.
Look at this.
Don't copyright us.
Oh my God.
No, you can't hear the song. Blah, 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 blah,
All
blah.
right, so I got to make a part 2.
Okay.
All right, welcome. All right, here we go, part 2. In the shoe store with
There's just music
YP.
blasting everywhere in the mall.
PD. And look at these benches in the shoe store.
What? That's a shoe?
That's crazy.
No,
dude.
that's a bench.
They call it the zebra.
So that made
It's
me
like-
dizzy.
I don't know how to
Show me what
explain it.
shoes you like in here. Right there.
Grateful Dead dunks.
Oh, those are pretty sweet. Look at that. Look at that.
I
What
don't like
about
that
these
at all.
Yeezys right here? Would you wear those?
Oh yeah.
Would you?
Best designer of all time.
Come on.
Come on, dude.
I wouldn't, bro.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't give those to
They
starving
look
kids
like a
in
spaceship
Africa.
to me. The shoe game has just gotten really weird as of late, I feel like. Like, don't you feel like shoes are just getting generally weird? What?
This is Travis Scott shirt from the tour.
Oh my God.
Travis Scott.
Astro World, bro. What is this? Are they charging the clothes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like they're all plugged in.
So they don't die.
What?
They have LEDs?
Oh, it's a security feature.
I was gonna say,
They got
LED's
them wired in
nuts.
so you can't grab them and jet out the door.
That's crazy.
Boy,
Yeah.
people must really want these Yeezys. All right, I gotta get out of here. This place is giving me a headache. That is pretty wild, though, when each piece of clothing in the store has to have a wire attached to it so you can't steal it. Hoover ain't what it used to be. All right, are we ready to get out of here or what?
Sure.
I think the mall is just...
Almost looks like an airport.
It's not what it used to be, man. But I do have a question before we go. Is the name of this store
hose? Or what? S-hose? What
Shoes for prostitutes.
Can we ride the escalator for old time's sake? Sure. Oh, my favorite. All right, here we go.
It's gonna stop
Ladies
for you
first.
like it did for Trump.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
I used to love to hold on to the sides and then push up.
Oh, yeah, these
My feet
people.
weren't
I
touching.
don't think I'm with them. Dun, dun, dun. All right, here comes the most dangerous part. You better play your cards right. Oh, God. I remember a story where a little girl had her shoes untied and her shoelace got caught in the end of the escalator and it just crushed her. And so there's never is a time when I get on an escalator where I don't think of that story. All right, and that's been our trip to, what is this? All right, and that's it for our vacation trip to the mall.
I
Did
told
you
him
have
he was
fun?
wrong for that part.
I had fun too.
All right, so that's our trip.
Yay!
We had fun. We had drum lessons planned for today, and they got canceled. And so we were like, well, let's go find something to do. So we went to Guitar Center, went to Bailey Brothers, went to the mall, had a good time. So,
Man, that's fun. Those are good times. Good times.
Good times.
Yep.
Because it's rare, first of all, I don't ever take vacation. And so I'm on vacation. He's on vacation.
Valerie mentioned that this morning.
Yeah. I never take it. And so I got to look. I guess I'll look tomorrow and see what kind of days I've got left, because I need to take. I'm kind of I mean I'm finding myself at a place where I'm like, what do I even do? But I mean I could just take naps all day. I think that's going to be the schedule for tomorrow. I think I'm taking naps.
Really?
I don't have anything to do. Trish is working, so there's just not a whole lot. The Thursday we're going to Thanksgiving down south, and I think P and
How
I.
far south?
How much farther south can you go than Birmingham?
I think it's like an hour and a half south, and so we're gonna do some fishing. We'll have to get our fishing rods and stuff
that's
figured
cool.
out
So
I
tomorrow.
need to
much
get my
fun.
rods, my
Yeah.
Can have
tackle.
Where
Thanksgiving with
is
your
it?
family.
Is it here or is it?
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we're gonna do some fishing. So
Thanksgiving with family's the best.
Yep.
So we'll do that. My family, actually, I got two parts of my family that are doing Thanksgiving. One's not doing it this year because there's a lot of stuff going on with health and kids and stuff like that. Some bad stuff going on. And then my other family, my Mexican family, they're doing it at the same time we're going down south, so we won't be able to hang out with them. We love.
Wow.
He just found that. I forgot to tell him. But we love hanging out with them. But
What
we
do
just,
they have? Like a taco? What kind of is it?
I don't know. I mean, they're not all
Turkey
Mexican.
tacos.
There's only like a handful of them, and most of them are half Mexican. So
Put some sauce on the turkey. It'll
Their
work
wedding
out.
food was great.
yeah, we just went to. So my cousin just got married, and we were at their wedding, and it was all Mexican food.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it was real
It
good.
does sound good.
It was good.
Wait. Cherry says you need to redeem your gift certificate for a massage before you go back to work.
That's a good idea.
That's right. I need to do that too.
I want you to redeem yours and video it,
Yes, I am.
document it for
I
us,
am.
so we can put it on the show.
Yeah. The Bird Saga continues with the car.
What? Oh, well, people aren't really updated on that. So the last I think the audience knew, Cherry had gotten you a ride that you were using,
Yes.
and then
The engine light came on.
on the first day, his day back to the radio station, right?
No. This has been about 3 days ago now.
It was when you were going up there for training after our lunch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
it
what
was
I mean.
Friday.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Friday, and and I was just about home, and the engine light came on. I was like, oh, and it had started that you could see it was heating up. I was like, oh no! So I pulled over, let it cool down, and went to a neighbor's, knocked on the door, and they gave me some water. And
You had to go to a random person's house and get water.
Yeah,
Boy, that's creepy.
yeah.
Imagine seeing Bird walking up to your door like you're in the middle
Can I
of
have
nowhere.
some water?
Well, actually, you know what? It was an much older gentleman.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, and he looked at me and he said, "Is that a pencil mustache?" I was like, "Yes." He said, I flew B-29s during the war. I said, well, thank you for your service. He said, son, what can I do for you? So then he gave me,
I thought you were going to be like, he looked at his wife. He goes, honey, we got a 62 coming up the driveway.
So I took the water when it cooled off. I poured it in there, and everything was fine. It was only like 1.25 miles to the house. I drove it back to the house. Was able to get one of the little computer things and plugged into it, and it turns out there were like 3 errors, but they're all related to it overheating. Yeah, and it looks like it's not going to be a big deal. So Cherry's going to come get it tomorrow. She was so sweet because I was about to cry. I was like, I'm cursed. It's rubbed off on you, Cherry. I'm sorry.
You are cursed in a way, but you are blessed in the sense of, as every curse comes, we're able to figure out a way to bail you out of it. So you got to look at the bailouts opposed to the curses themselves.
Yes. Well, the bail continues because I remembered a couple of weeks ago that you had mentioned a friend of ours, Karen Mandu.
Karen at Mandu, who she used to work out up there with us, and she had said something about. Previously, she said something about seeing a post of yours and said, well, if he needs something for a couple weeks, let me know. I got a car. So I just connected you two, and apparently all that worked out. I hadn't heard an update.
Yeah, it did. I was at a Friendsgiving, oddly enough, and my buddy Seth was able to take me directly to her house afterwards. And I sat down, and we had some drinks and watched a little TV and. Yeah. No, I'm joking. No, she didn't invite me in the house and gave me a water, and we talked. She's just really sweet. She said, "Use it, as long as you need." So I've got that I'm driving, and I've got an engine. My buddy Chris, my mechanic friend, taking care of business. He's picked up an engine, a nice engine, and I'm gonna get that done in the door where the deer ran into the door. I've got another door for that, and then I've got a radio.
Oh, you're getting a new door?
Yeah, he found one same year, same color.
Wow.
So I don't, without the dent. So
Chris is a saint.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you everybody. All your thoughts and prayers.
I missed a $10 from Mike Kress for Titty Rub, which he's talking about Titty Rubskin, Jordan's new name. So there you go. Hey now.
So yeah, that's an update in case anybody's wondering. And have we updated everything? Are we all updated?
I think we're all updated.
We've been updating for about 30 minutes now. News-wise, I have tried to go out of my way to not watch the news. I ended up watching a little bit, and I was like, nah, don't do this to yourself. And then I flipped on Bubba's show from this morning. There's been some pretty high-end drama on Bubba's show because Tuddle, who is a recovering alcoholic, did we talk about that already?
No, I don't believe we have about that.
Where Tuddle sounded drunk on the Loner and Stoner podcast, and he started talking smack about Gene Lasker.
Oh no, not
we
that.
hadn't discussed it here.
Oh, okay. So he said something, and it got brought up on the show while Gene was there, and Gene's like, he goes, I'll go buy him a ceiling fan and help him get himself up on it. Remember, Tuddle tried to unalive himself by hanging himself from a ceiling fan, and so. Gene Lasker's like, I'll go buy a ceiling fan for him because he was mad because he was talking smack about it.
Oh.
And so it caused this whole thing. But the big concern was that Tuddle sounded like he was drinking again. And so that's extremely concerning for all the boys and really the audience because nobody wants him to relapse and end up back where he was. And then apparently, I guess today, Tuddle kind of responded to Bubba and said, I wasn't drinking and this and that and the other. And so I don't really know where all that is.
Maybe depression or something.
Could be anything. I just hope that, the Tuddle Gene thing, they'll cool down. But, the drinking thing, I just hope that he's, maybe. I mean, if you listen to it, you're like, oh, this dude's definitely been drinking. But maybe just. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Even if he seems to be a really good guy.
Yeah, and even if he was drinking that day, so be it. Just don't do it again. You know, just move on. People
back up.
Drinking's bad.
Yeah. People that suffer from addiction and alcoholism, they relapse. I mean, it happens. Not for everybody. Some people can stick with it for years and years and years, but I mean, there's other people that really battle it. And the thing is if you fall off the horse, next day, just get right back on. That's why they say one day at a time. You know? All you got to worry about is today.
That's right.
You don't worry about yesterday. You don't worry about tomorrow. You worry about today. And each day, if you can stay clean for that one day, you'll stay clean for the long run. So, anyway, there's all our drama and Bubba's drama as well. But I hope that works out. What about D. Pitty?
D. Pitty.
What's new with you? You enjoying your time out of school?
Definitely. Not ready to go back though. I don't want to go back.
Well, how has school been? What is John Bird doing?
I mean, I usually do that. I didn't expect him to do that. Though.
He's going after Cheez-Its. I should have hid those.
Already
seen him eyeballing him
John
just
Bird,
now for like
stay
10
over
minutes.
there. Stay over there and eat what you want, and then once you get done, come over here, just so we can avoid the crunching in the mic.
Oh, new rule.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's going to be our new rule.
Y'all really gonna make him sit in the
Cheez-It
corner and eat his
timeout.
Cheez-Its.
Just do crisscross applesauce, eat you a few, and then come back over because we don't want you to be hungry. We just don't want you chewing in the mic.
He totally called him out. Sorry, I don't have the big camera to show the room.
Yeah,
today.
just get you a bag of those and enjoy them. We got it covered till you come back. I got to talk a little politics anyway. So we had.
He's doing that on purpose. Oh my god.
We did a show with you. The last show we did with you was just like a week or so ago, right? And it's bad.
Well, I got Peyton's microphone pretty up, so.
He's baiting us. He's literally doing
JT $9.99 on the super chat. Please don't eat on air.
He's gonna come out of the room.
Can't you eat earlier? Like, why did you know? It's
No,
not,
just
a lot going on.
it's not like we had like a smoke session and you all of a sudden got munchies, you know?
Look, you just go in there and eat. It's small bag, so it won't take you long. We'll be fine for 5 minutes. What's a man? I think
Dude, we went
maybe
like a half hour and he just had to grab the Cheez-Its during the show.
He almost made it.
You don't know how busy my day was.
You don't know how busy our day was. How about that?
Okay, so
I got up earlier than you.
So Payton, when you were on with us last, we did a whole thing about the Locust Fork podcast, which got kind of uncomfortable for you because you just didn't want.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be talking to him. And at the end of the day, we probably shouldn't have done it. But I mean,
it's not you're in trouble for it.
I was just generally interested in how their podcast layout was, and if we as podcasters ourselves had any advice to be like, hey, y'all try this, try that. I don't know if you passed any of that info along. I don't guess you did.
Nah.
Doesn't matter.
Nah.
But did any of your friends at school or anybody at school see that episode?
I don't know. Maybe. I know people watch your shorts. You had kids coming up to you at the games and that were in the band.
Yeah.
That were telling you they watched your stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Well, how does that make you feel, Andrew, when people watch your stuff?
Well, the first thing is like, Trisha's going to be pissed if she finds out people in high school are watching the show. But at the same time, it's kind of like...
There's definitely some... I mean...
Well, the shorts are kind of cleaned up a little more.
Yeah, there's nothing really crazy on the shorts. But it is cool.
There's
I mean...
worse stuff people could be watching.
I guess the question is, how do you feel about it? I mean, I think it's all right. I think it's cool.
The podcast?
Or you're like people at your school watching this podcast.
Oh, this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of fine. Kind of cool. Dad's
I think I have a teacher that I think would be a pretty big fan of you, and he found out just not too long ago that you were on the radio.
Really?
Yeah, because I told him. It's my history teacher, actually.
Oh, is it BD?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't
BD?
Baby daddy.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
That's
his initials. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to say his name. Yeah, I went to school with him, but I never knew him. I don't think I've ever even spoken to him. But yeah,
chill guy.
Yeah, he needs to listen to the show. If you find him listening to the show, text me and I'll say something. I'll just randomly throw his name out there.
Yeah,
I'll just fit it in a sentence somewhere. Yeah, no, that's cool. And yeah, I mean, we try to keep this. I try to do this podcast in a way where I'm like, what if my kid was watching? Like, could I get away with that? But my kid's also almost 16, so that's kind of where I'm at. Most 16-year-olds have heard pretty much anything there is.
We're in the Nick Fuentes era.
They're in the Nick Fuentes. And by the way, my Twitter feed is completely wrecked. It's all Nick Fuentes stuff.
Same.
I can't. It's because we did a show on Nick Fuentes with Adaway here. I can't
That was a good show, by the way.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't miss it. I miss Captain Jack.
Remember, he was on the toilet. Oh wait, that was the overheating incident, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That was Friday. Now, Adaway's so funny, and we discovered this. You saw where we discovered the revelation that he was on Geraldo.
What a life this guy
That
lives.
was insane.
We
That
have
was
gone
insane.
back and analyzed that video to try to see if we could find him. So here's my understanding. I hope he's okay with me saying this. So he was not on the stage. You had 3 guys who were like part of a white supremacist group, and then you had 2 other guys that were, one was a rabbi and one was like a civil rights attorney, black guy or something. And so apparently, if this is what I put together, because he won't be straight up with me about it, apparently he was in the crowd, but there with the group of 3. Like, it was the group of 3 and they brought their homies to kind of watch. And I never found out if he, like, you know, at the end of that episode, everybody bum rushed the stage and throwing chairs and fighting. I don't know if he got any action on that front. I assume he did if he's part of the club. Like, you got to defend your boys.
Twice. Got to find. I'm okay.
I shot him a screenshot of it. And I'm like, just tell me which one's you, please. And he never responded.
No.
So, he kept telling us, and I'll tell you right now, Jeremy Adaway is not even remotely close to any sort of white supremacist or racist, you know, and I don't know if he was back then.
He's a great guy.
He's more of a libertarian guy. Like, he went viral one time because he was sticking up for gay people getting married in Alabama, you know? So he's not that kind of guy. But he just kept saying, well, I just joined this group because they got to wear cool boots. And I was like, okay, man. But it was wild. He's so funny, though. I'm more than happy to bring him back on the show. You can't let somebody's past dictate their future, right? We're a forgiving bunch. And so,
Look what Mike Chris said.
Mike Chris says my youngest is in the 9th grade is in ninth, and I would have no problems with her watching your show. Well,
I thought he said I would have problems.
of course,
never
Mike
mind.
Chris wouldn't say that.
Never
All right, so let's see. Donald Trump today, they did the presidential turkey pardon gimmick that they do every year, and this would be Donald Trump's 5th time pardoning a turkey, and the turkey itself was very attentive. I think is actually based on the turkey's behavior and what he says. He's very excited that Donald Trump's back in office.
Anyway, are you ready? Gobble. I just want to tell you this very important. You are hereby unconditionally pardoned.
He was celebrating.
Praise the Lord. That's good. Beautiful. That's nice. Who would want to harm this beautiful bird? That's good. That's good. Thank you very much.
He said, who would want to harm this beautiful bird?
Thank you very much, everybody.
See, he doesn't even have to really do anything. He just, as long as he's being Donald Trump, he's just genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you notice, you can't really see it, but he put his hand there on the turkey. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
You know.
He looks like me when I go to Tony's house and he's got a dog there that just tries to lose his mind and scream at you and bark at you.
What is pardoning the turkey? It's just like so he doesn't get killed?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
He
Yeah.
lives his life with doesn't he live with like 7 virgin turkeys in Valhalla or something like that? The rest of his life. Really? Isn't that like there's a farm or something that?
Is this an Ernest
And
commercial?
he lives in
What are we doing?
Valhalla Akbar.
Valhalla Akbar, yeah.
Like if you don't get pardoned, you get 7 virgins.
Well, then they're then his virgin.
But if you blow yourself up, you get 72.
yeah, okay, so 72. Yeah.
No, I don't
think about it. Islamic turkeys.
That's
Huh?
Oh gosh.
That's true. So that's where your virgin theory came up, or do you think that's real?
No, I don't think it's a theory, and I believe that that's what the turkeys think.
Oh.
So that's why they're like, cut my hat off. I don't care. I know where I'm going.
Or like or I'm in here with 7 virgins. Obviously, I'm never going to get laid. Go ahead and off with my head.
Yeah.
Because those 7, obviously, they don't put out. So he's like, my life's
Are there
miserable.
female turkeys? Are they called turkey or something? I don't know. I mean, you've got hens and roosters.
No, I think they're all turkeys.
Shut up,
aren't they?
Tony.
Yeah,
Well,
I think turkeys are gender fluid, dude.
Oh man, like my turtle.
Go to Urban Dictionary and just type in turkey.
Just type in turkey.
Just type in turkey. See what it says.
Something bad will come up.
It says being a turkey involves having the characteristics of a turkey. These involve being lazy, slow, careless. Also, okay.
That's
So,
from the 70s.
all right,
Yeah.
so just go new tab. I forgot Payton's here. We definitely don't need to be
I was
doing
about
Urban
to
Dictionary.
say Urban Dictionary. You're risking it.
No,
dude.
let's go.
We
go
need
to
the rural dictionary for over here.
Get the Britannica Encyclopedia
Rural
for God's
Dictionary.
sakes.
Yeah.
Just go to Google and type in
So bossy.
or just type in or are turkeys is a turkey, what am I trying to say? Can a turkey be a boy or a girl? Is that right?
I don't think that was the right way to word it.
But somebody
Both-
somewhere
both
has
This
done
is a stupid
Yes.
question in the
Yes.
first place
Like
because
that?
we both know
Yeah.
it's going to be.
No, a single turkey cannot be both sexes. Oh, it's talking about a hermaphrodite turkey. No.
Yeah. Well, it happens in plants,
I was just, what do you call a girl turkey? Is what I was trying
Hen.
to think of.
I believe they're called hens.
I believe it's just a turkey.
No,
I think it's just a turkey
it's
too.
Turkey hen.
What do you call a girl? What do you call a girl that finished and said who likes older
Oh,
guys?
a hen.
It's a hen.
It is a hen.
A
And
hen.
turkey is Tom.
And a young female turkey is called a Jenny. Jenny.
That sounds
I've never
Urban
heard
Dictionary-ish.
Who cannot touch you?
Dun, 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 dun. A young female turkey is called a
8574369.
8675309.
8675309.
Okay, I didn't mean to get sidetracked on that, but I just the turkey.
I
thing.
ask about a male turkey.
That's called a turkey, though, right?
No, he's called Tom.
Is he?
Then why do we need to look it up if you know? it's a
And
Tom?
why are we calling them turkeys?
Well, I guess turkey is the species.
It's called Tom or a gobbler
Yeah.
Or a Jake.
Gobbler.
or a Jake. A young male
Why do they
turkey is
get
a
like
Jake. Yeah, why do they have so
human
many
names?
Bird. Jake and Janie.
Jake and Jenny.
Little Diddy.
Jake, Jenny, and Tom.
Jenny.
Yeah, that's dumb. Whoever came up with the turkeys needing so many names is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also on the pardoning gimmick that he did out in front of the White House, he was talking about the 2 turkeys that he did pardon, and he actually had a couple different names that he wanted to use for them.
Names of Gobble and Waddle. When I first saw the pictures, I thought we should send them, I shouldn't say this. I was going to call them Chuck and Nancy. But then I realized I wouldn't be pardoning them. I would never pardon those 2 people.
The 2 people.
I wouldn't pardon them. I wouldn't care what Melania told me. Darling, I think it would be a nice thing to do. I won't do it, darling. These are 2 of the
bravo.
largest turkeys ever presented to an American president.
So he said if I couldn't call him Chuck and Nancy because I'd never pardon him. Oh, that's funny.
But do you think they really? I'll bet what they do is they end up cooking them for the president and vice president.
Yeah.
You just don't know. 'Cause,
Boy,
I mean,
wouldn't that be a plot?
has there ever
twist.
been a human interest story about, You know, do you remember when Sarah and Sam were pardoned back in, 2023?
Watch MSNBC come out tomorrow with this exact story. They ate the turkey.
The new impeachment scam.
Yeah.
Donald Trump ate the turkey. Speaking of eating, he also talked about J.B. Pritzker, who is the governor of Illinois. Here's what he said.
Talk about Pritzker in size, but when I talk about Pritzker, I get angry because he's not letting us do the job. So I'm not going to tell my Pritzker joke. They have a very cute little joke, Some speechwriter wrote some joke about his weight, but I would never want to talk about his weight. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it. On a more serious note, as we gather around the dinner table, I'd like to lose a few pounds too, by the way. And I'm not going to lose it on Thanksgiving, I can tell you that. Because I'm going to have a turkey, but it's not going to be that one.
Oh, there's your answer right there.
Okay.
Do it and called it. He's not going to eat that turkey. He's like, I'm not going to talk about J.B. Pritzker being a fat slob. He's just so funny, man. He's so funny. God.
I mean, could you imagine if he and Ronald Reagan came up at the same time? They could have their own TV show.
Reagan was very witty.
Awesome. Yes.
He was. He was witty in his own
He was,
way.
but he's not Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
Well, no, he's not as bombastic, but when he was younger, remember Bedtime for Bonzo? He acted in 2 or 3 movies with the monkey.
I would put Reagan was my first president when I was born. Obviously, I didn't know anything about it until he was out of office. But I would put him. He's the second best president of my lifetime. I can't rank him. I really can't rank all of the presidents over time for obvious reasons, except with what we know from history.
Sure.
I'm putting Donald Trump at the top. I don't care.
Where's JFK at?
JFK, I'll give JFK number 2, and I'll put Abraham Lincoln at number 3. With no disrespect to Lincoln, he did a big thing.
Yeah,
but
he freed the slaves. He kind of got to go to number 1, though.
Nah.
Well,
No, dude, no.
I mean, no, it's a good thing.
He was like, nah, dude. Nah.
I mean, it's just like he's, that's a big accomplishment. Now, if you want to talk about who's had the single biggest accomplishment, I could probably put Abe Lincoln up there. But I'm talking about whole body of work.
Yeah, okay, I can get that. But
For JFK and Donald Trump both, the people that they've gone against, and they know going against them was going to put their lives in danger.
Yes.
Yep.
They still did it. And, Donald Trump's got further to go. A lot of people don't feel like he's done enough, but I'm giving time.
But see, we don't know what would have happened had Lincoln not been assassinated, and Kennedy had only just gotten started.
Here's the difference with all 3 of them. They all had the same goal in mind, and they were all fighting the same group of people, believe it or not. Maybe not the exact same people, but the same groups.
Right.
So the problem is the first 2 didn't get it right, and they didn't think things through correctly, which is why they didn't survive the attempts like Donald Trump did, and he just happened to get saved by God or whatever you want to call it. The other ones didn't get grazed on their ear. They got hit.
Yeah.
He was supposed to get hit, and he didn't get hit, and it totally shocked the system.
Yeah, because those 3 had a conspiracy against them to unalive them. And even wherever you want to put Ronald Reagan, he was shot as well.
Yep.
Now you got to admit that is such a badass moment because he got shot, went down there. They take him to the hospital. He refuses to have a gurney or anything. He walks into that freaking hospital. That's badass.
That is badass.
Oh, man.
But
Now,
also
see, with Reagan, though, you got to remember, all 4 of these presidents, Trump, Reagan, Lincoln, and Kennedy, all were fighting against the feds, the Federal Reserve System, the central banking system, a certain group out of a country in the Middle East, certain people like that. They all were fighting that. And Trump somehow survived.
Money and control. Yeah, I mean, you talk about getting shot and walking it off. Now, getting shot in the stomach's different than being shot in the ear. But as the Secret Service covered him up, he's like, let me up, because they wanted to keep him down and get him out of there. And then he's like, let me grab my shoe. And they're like, no, Mr. President, this guy. He's like, let me get my...
Well, I mean, that's an iconic...
And then he told them, he's like, wait. And then he puts the fist in the air. God, if he only knew how iconic that photo was going to be.
Oh, yeah. And if JFK, if they would have grazed his ear, the CIA would have ceased to exist after that, I guarantee.
Oh, if JFK would have been able to do what Donald Trump did and continue to be president, this country, the entire world would look a lot different right now.
Yep.
There'd be no Nick Fuentes, I bet you.
There would have been no Cold War. Everything would have changed.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes would have had to find something else to do.
Well, at least that means his problem would have been solved.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, I mean, you don't know how all that would have played out at the end of the day. There's powerful forces that go up against presidents.
Hold on a second. I'm getting something. A message.
It's all going to work out how they want it to.
Tennessee won 76-73. That's what I get the feeling.
Good. Hey now, go Vols.
I think. Let me look it up.
I'm assuming John Burt's reading the chat.
Yep,
No,
they
not
won.
him.
Also in the White House, Mamdani was there. I believe this was Friday. Mamdani, as everybody knows, just won the election in New York. He will assume office. I think they swear in the mayor on January 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll take over at that point. And everybody, all eyes were on this particular meeting because Donald Trump's made it clear that he thinks Mamdani is a communist. They don't agree on much of anything. Mamdani has called Donald Trump a fascist, which is like, that's like calling you Hitler. It's a pretty bad thing. So everybody expected these two to duke it out, and they go out in front of the press, and this is how it sounded.
Yeah, okay, how about you? Go ahead, please.
You're a billionaire. You have a different address nowadays than you used to. But you used to call New York City home. Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
What makes you comfortable?
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought. I think I want him to do a great job, and we'll help him do a great job. He may have different views, but in many ways, we were discussing when Bernie Sanders was out of the race, I picked up a lot of his votes, and people had no idea because he was strong on not getting ripped off in trade and lots of the things that I've practiced and been very successful on. Tariffs, a lot of things. Bernie Sanders and I agreed on much more than people thought. And when he was put out of the race, I think quite unfairly, if you want to know the truth, many of the Bernie Sanders voters voted for me. And I felt very comfortable, frankly, in seeing that and saying that. And, it just turned out to be a statistical truth. But, no, I feel very comfortable. I would feel very, very comfortable being in New York, and I think much more so after the meeting. Yes, please.
So that's wild right there because all of us have been saying since Mamdani won, it's escape from New York. Like, get out of there. Florida real estate agents, their phones were blowing up. People wanting to move. People in New York City calling their school agents and getting their school agents to find another school, a private school for their kids to go to. They just wanted to get out of New York. And yet he goes up here, and he's still got awful ideas, obviously, that'll never work. But he goes up here, he meets with Trump. People don't understand that Trump's the kind of guy that will talk to anybody and hear them out.
He's the ultimate negotiator.
He wants to hear everybody's point of view, and I'm not surprised by this either because he and Bernie have so much in common on some of the basic principles of how to get things done. They're different, but they are both populist politicians that actually seem to care about the people. Mm-hmm. However that gets delivered or whatever the result is different. But, I believe Payton and I have been to a Bernie Sanders rally, and he's got supporters that believe in him. And I think to an extent that he does want to help people the way he sees that it's possible.
However misguided. And there's a difference between that and your typical Biden, Harris, Pelosi.
Right,
that it's
correct.
all about a power grab.
Yeah.
And even AOC, as crazy as she is, I believe that she actually believes.
She's got a lot of that
drivel.
Bernie in her, too. Yeah. That's. I think you'd see something similar if she went to the White House Now Bernie's got 3 houses and millions of dollars, and
now,
it looks a little weird. But
who do you expect? Okay, you've got to respect one or the other. Do you respect a money grabbing, lukewarm politician, shall we say, or somebody on the left that is very committed to something that we hate?
So like super radical,
right?
Or just a lukewarm Democrat. I mean, I guess if I just got to throw respect at somebody, I'd be more respected. I would respect more somebody that actually believes what they're putting out there in the public.
Yeah.
And I think Mom Donnie's the guy. The problem with Mom Donnie is the fact that these grand ideas are, one, not going to work, but forget whether they're going to work or not. Implementing them is going to be near impossible, because we go back to the JFK thing.
Yep.
It's the people with the money and the power that you've got to go through to accomplish these things. And if it's going to hurt or affect their bottom line, they're just not going to let you do it. And Mamdani, yeah, he's a state assemblyman and everything, but he has no idea the world he's getting into as being mayor of New York. Now, again, I said he had called Donald Trump a fascist. One of the reporters in the room asked him about that. Do you still think Donald Trump is a fascist?
To Stephen Nelson, he asked about your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
And I wanted to ask you...
So he said, yeah, just say it, whatever. And I saw leftists on Twitter talking about, oh, Donald Trump, he's sucking up to Mamdani because his polls are in the dump and he's just trying to get a hold of somebody that's got some popularity. He was cozying up to Mamdani because he needs some help with the support.
Now, speaking of Mamdani, I think he was put there by the group of people. He had too much money behind him. He came out of nowhere. It kind of resembles Obama and Carter in the past, things like that.
Yeah.
We didn't know who the hell he was, and all of a sudden he came out of nowhere and had all this money and had all the right things to say.
Well, millions of that came from, I think, somewhere to the tune of $40 million came from Soros-affiliated NGOs.
Yep.
I know where some other amount of money came from. I'll give you a hint.
So turkeys?
Yes.
He got them from turkeys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely a radical. I mean, he claims that, people on his side claim he's not like extreme on the jihad, the Islamist side. But if you take the people he's been associating with throughout his campaign and even before that, I mean, there's literal terrorists that he's pictured with, people that have run, Muslim Brotherhood type groups that are actual like on terrorist watch list, and it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, see, in a perfect world, socialism could work, but the world's not perfect, so it's never going to work.
It's not. And again, listen, it's frustrating. Payton and I was watching a video the other day that was like, there's 350 million people in this country, and there's only 1,000 billionaires. And, where on paper that seems like, oh, that's awful. That's not fair that these people are billionaires. But if you don't have a society that's structured that way that gives people the ability to become billionaires or millionaires or whatever, then you're just leveling the playing field, and then everybody's going to live at a standard that where you never have the opportunity to go up. You're going to be stuck at, call it middle class or whatever. If you level the playing field, that kills opportunity, that kills the drive that people have to go and get a better job, do a better job, incentive to work. Like it just
and an opportunity to work. What are the billionaires doing? Well, they're providing employment opportunities. It's so simple. I just don't get it with the other side not understanding that.
Yeah, I get this whole money thing, and you bring a point with 1,000 billionaires. What we don't know, or most people don't know, is there's 23.5 million millionaires in this country. Seems like a fabricated amount, but on paper, the 401ks and all the pensions and everything else, there's a lot of millionaires in this country, so the divide with the poor and the rich just keeps getting bigger and bigger,
right?
Because of the way the monetary system's set up.
And that's something you should approach is trying to, instead of saying we can't let people be billionaires, you need to say, how do we close the gap between people that are in the billionaire category and then the people that aren't, without just having the government come in and run the show and say
government's never
Well, if the government came in and did what they would do to make it right, the rich people would just leave and go somewhere else.
And that's not to defend the billionaires. Like, there's some people that got their money in a very shady type of way. Mm-hmm. There was, in this instance right here, Tim Burchett. I've been pushing him on Payton. He's a congressman from East Tennessee, and he was talking about Doge and how they had been sending in, Elon and his crew were there on Capitol Hill, and their stint there got cut, like 8 months early or something like that, because they had a timeline.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they just kind of cut him loose and left, and he's got a theory as to why that is.
And Elon Musk had it right. And that's why I think both parties shunned themselves from him, because he said, hey, those NGOs, and money flows right back to Washington. And he told me, he said, I think it flows in the pockets of politicians. I mean, you had the ranking member of the committee I serve on that went through the bill to defund the Taliban, which, still waiting in the Senate for them to pass it. All kinds of confusion over there. They're fighting over the NGOs. The money, he told me, the money flows right from your pockets to the dadgum NGOs. The NGOs, the money comes right back to Washington in the form of dark money and in the pockets of politicians. That's why you're seeing Republicans go squishy on NGOs, because they're shady as hell. They all are. I mean, if you're involved in it, they are. Not everybody up here is. Some of them are just willing idiots. They just go along to get along, so they know that they'll get their crumbs, and they don't really ask where they come from.
Do you think that that's what Elon found, and that's why he was run out of the city?
That's my theory. That's my theory, ultimately. I think he was getting too close. I don't know if he found the specifics yet, but I'd say he was right on it.
Yep.
He was right on it.
That's it right there.
You don't see the media rap, and I know I got to get on. I got to go. I got to get out. I got to get to my.
All right, we'll let you go, Tim Burchett. See you, buddy.
Tim,
so NGO obviously stands for non-governmental organization, and they're supposed to be a charity-like thing, right? And in reality, what they do is they are a shady shell company posing to be one thing, but actually another, and get all this money for tax money pumped into their organization, and then it goes out to whether it's benefit Democrats or benefit politicians, and in that case, Democrats and Republicans, to keep them quiet so they won't mess with the NGOs. Big thing, one of the big NGOs that was run by Stacey Abrams was the one funneling these fake ballots in the 2020 election.
Yep.
You've got NGOs like, think about Act Blue, for instance. Act Blue is a giant fundraising platform for just Democrats. And people donate tons of money to that thing, and then they end up, dealing with the government and everything else because they're the main hub for Democrat donations. What they do on there is they don't even have real people donating. They're stealing the names of elderly people and donating under their name to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and nobody knows where that money's coming from, which is likely your tax money.
Is that officially money laundering? Is it a form of money laundering? I mean, I'm just trying to.
I would say so,
because it's going through different channels,
and it's not nothing new. Like, it's been going on for a long time, but that's what he's talking about. And that Elon was getting to the brink of that, and that's why they had to. We got to rush.
Yeah,
Elon.
he got on him really fast.
Yeah, and I think Trump was probably just like got some bad advice and said, well, if Elon's done, he's done. Maybe Elon had his life threatened, and he's like, I don't want to risk it anymore.
Maybe it's crazy for me to say, but I always had a suspicion that the whole Trump-Elon feud was planned.
Yeah. Well, so it came out, and when it really came to a head was when he said what?
That Donald Trump was on the Epstein file.
Yeah. So he comes out and puts out that tweet, and an absolute bomb goes off, and I'm like,
well, because technically his name's in there.
Yeah, and so I'm like, he's just on a bunch of ketamine. He's tripping, you know. And it's what Elon does. I mean, he's in the business of trolling, but, you know, trolling some random person on the internet or even trolling a fellow billionaire that's on Twitter is one thing. But, like, you had a force to be reckoned with, and you've got half the country that's chomping at the bit for Donald Trump to be implicated in the stuff of Jeffrey Epstein. And so it was just like, and we all knew, like, there's not going to be a crime there with Donald Trump because they would have put it out already. I mean, Donald Trump's been doing this president thing for 10 years now. Yep. And it would have been a lot easier to release information showing Trump implicated in Jeffrey Epstein's dealings than it would be to brainwash Thomas Crooks or whatever to, you know, pew him in Butler, Pennsylvania.
And that's where TDS comes in. All logic goes out the window. It's simple.
Very tunnel vision.
If they had that stuff on Trump for real, they would have released it as soon as he got Jeb Bush out of the way. They would have came out with that information because that's who they really wanted to run. That's who they picked.
Did y'all see the latest on Epstein that came out last week? Apparently, according to victims, he has a lemon-shaped pee-pee.
I always heard egg.
An egg as well.
Who is this?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, I guess it depends where the egg came from. If it's a dinosaur egg, it'd be
which came first, the egg or the lemon?
Is it yellow?
I don't know. Look, this is.
Oh my gosh!
No,
got proof.
We don't need that picture, but there's a link in there.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to show that.
Yeah, that's kind of.
It's just him in his underwear. Okay. But this is the article from the New York Post, and the headline says Jeffrey Epstein had a tiny, extremely deformed penis, shaped like a lemon, according to a victim.
Oh my gosh!
Says Rena.
Oh my!
I hate these ads on this thing.
Rena, just hit dismiss.
That's the first
up there
time I've ever seen that full
and
picture
cut the
before.
thing on the right with the emails.
Yeah.
It says Rena O, who has long claimed she was among scores of women who preyed and was abused by Epstein, dropped an unsettling revelation in a recent Substack interview with a magazine maven Tina Brown. She said, quote, he had an extremely deformed penis. And I don't know if you're judging his underwear package there, but
that video at the bottom right is where he gets asked about it.
Okay, pull that up and rewind that video real quick. Yeah, he got asked about it under testimony or during a deposition, if you will. You can just keep it on small screen.
Okay.
Just give it volume.
All right.
And this is what they said.
Could you please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Is it true, sir, that you have what's been described as an egg-shaped penis?
You're smiling.
I'm going to give you the first warning, Mr. Kubin, that these types of questions are not only argumentative, but directed in a manner to embarrass Mr. Epstein. If you continue with this type of question, I will adjourn the deposition immediately.
Okay, so he asked him like a couple times, and they end up just walking out of the deposition. So
yeah, but it can be used. I mean, if it can be identified. I don't know. You don't.
Yeah, you like pull your pants down and show us.
You don't remember Porky's, the movie Porky's, do you?
Yeah, I don't.
I remember that movie. Yeah, 70s or late
70s.
Early 80s, late
early
70s.
80s. Yeah, I mean, because there was one scene where the teacher, one of the coaches, had one of the guys had stuck his wiener through, so the girls would see it in the shower. So she was waiting for him. When he did it again, she grabbed onto it.
Oh, God.
And he managed to pull through, and she wanted him to she had a lineup of guys she wanted to pull their pants down so she could identify. She says, I know what it looked like.
Yeah, you just do a wiener lineup, and you can find out if it's true.
What if it's like cold in the room or something, you know? Or
it's only a lemon on a cold day.
A certain bump or something.
Some people have described it as the shape of an egg. I think it was more the shape of a lemon, and it was really small when it was fully erect. It was probably like 2 inches.
Oh, my
God.
Rumors about Epstein's apparent egg-shaped genitalia emerged when he was grilled by a lawyer in 2009. Blah, blah, blah. We just watched that. Okay. So, I think the most devastating part of that is when it's excited, it's 2 inches. Like, what are you even doing with that? Like, what can you do? But let's not talk about it.
When life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons, get off that plane.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to that island.
But, you know, it can kind of explain a lot as far as what he was involved in.
I hope the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
Oh, Tony.
Tony.
A lot of lemonade on that island.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, you think if that's what he's got, I mean, as you grow up and you become a young adult and everything, like, you know, it's got to be hard to be intimate with people, right? And maybe that, to your point, drove him to be the sick individual that he turned out to be.
And who knows, it may have driven him to be successful and have power.
You think the Israeli intelligence agency, Mossad, came to him and said, hey, I heard you got a lemon-shaped penis?
Oh, I know. They knew what it looked like before they even talked to him, probably.
So maybe that was their blackmail on him. And they say, unless you do what we tell you to do, we're going to tell everybody about your egg dick.
They could have. I never thought about it like that.
The plot thickens.
Interesting. Behind the scenes.
Could you imagine him in the deposition like, it's a lemon dick or something? You know?
No lemon dick.
Titty Rock Spin, Jordan, Tony's one-liners for $4.99.
Hey!
Hey now!
And hey, don't forget about the Cash App and the.
Oh yeah, I haven't even mentioned that. David Lydham on the Comedy Break-In say watching on YouTube now, but it's blurry. They're not fixing anything out this way for 6 more hours.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, they must have power out or something, huh?
Yeah, like 30,000 people this morning.
That's crazy. Yeah, Cash App and Venmo. Completely forgot to even mention that. Am I looking at the right thing? OTL show. OTL show on the Cash App. I don't think mine's is mine updating? Hold on. Okay, yeah. We're updating. Cash App, Venmo, OTL show. If you want to get involved, that's the way to do it. Now that, you know, stuff about Epstein's coming out, we're going to be getting more Epstein files. Donald Trump said release it all. A bill has been signed into law. Now that that's happening, they're having to move on to something else because that was the big Democrats who done it. Like, look, they don't want us to release the file. Well, now they're releasing the files. So what are they doing? They're bringing out everybody's favorite Democrat Congressman, Al Green, to call for impeachment yet again.
I'm here today because this is my watch. This is my watch.
And this is
but
my
it's
handkerchief.
also the watch of all of the people who are here with me. So, in truth, this is our watch. This is our watch. And on
How miserable the lady on the right looks.
Refuse to
I wonder if
allow
he squints all the time like that.
the demise of democracy.
He looks like an Eddie
Not on
Murphy
our watch.
character.
Yeah.
On our watch, we refuse to allow liberty and justice for all to become a thing of the past. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. On our watch, we refuse to allow one person
He doesn't even need the
to
cane.
dominate the House, the Senate, and the presidency in the United States of America. Not on our watch. This is our watch. Dr. King reminds us
We watch our watch. We watch our watch.
What are we
not
watching?
Where the person stands in times of comfort and convenience. When there are no issues related to democracy and the republic. He reminds us that the truest measure of the person is where do you stand in times of challenge and controversy. In these times of challenge and controversy, we stand for the remedy that can make the difference and maintain the democracy, and that remedy is
Donald Trump.
Impeachment.
Oh, there it is.
Impeachment.
So
But
original.
that's not enough. That's not enough. Impeachment we must do. Impeachment is the indictment. So he must be indicted. Impeachment. But then there's a Senate. And the Senate has the opportunity to try the case. It is in the Senate that you
So, moral of the story is Al Green's calling for impeachment again. And do you ever notice he's always got that pimp cane, but he's never using it to walk? He's always holding it up. and like shaking it.
It's like these people are characters in some like Batman movie
Yes.
or something, with the purple hair and the guy with the cane.
I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but is this the R&B singer Al Green?
No.
Let's get it.
Definitely not him.
Okay, because I
He's a better
didn't know.
talker.
Okay.
Referring back to David Lynham, Comedy Break-In, he's got a show tomorrow. So I want y'all to make sure if you're in Birmingham, you want to see a good comedy show tomorrow night, Wednesday night. I personally was going to go, but I'm kind of waiting to see how Trish's dentist trip works out tomorrow.
What you haven't done?
Bridges. A bridge or something. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's bad.
Well,
they take
she's-
out part of your jaw. They cut out like this much of your
Well,
jaw.
they must have already done that part because she's been miserable for 3 weeks and they can't.
So that means the hard
relief.
part's over. They're putting it in. They didn't have to get it
Right,
ready.
yeah. She's had temporary caps that haven't stayed on. And
Hard
it's just
part's
been
over.
Bad. But I say all that to say, for those of you that have storm damage from these storms over the past 24 hours, call Noto Roofing. I told my boy Chris, I said, with everything's happening, I'm not on air this week, but I want to give you a shout out while we're on NOTOroofing.com. You'll get your free roof inspection at the very least. Another thing that'll give them a reason to call for impeachment, a handful of senators decided to go on video and demand that members of the military defy orders of the commander-in-chief. That's right. They are calling for the military to defy what they call illegal orders. This is crazy. It's hard to believe this is a thing, but here it is.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly. Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy. Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk. This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
He's right about that.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army, or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution, and who we are as Americans.
Okay, so...
Gay.
I mean, these are politicians calling for members of the military to defy orders, illegal orders. Now, one thing they're correct about is that if you are part of the armed forces, you can defy illegal orders. But the problem is you don't have the ability to interpret what is legal or illegal orders. Because, hey, everybody might have a different opinion on that. If it's blatant, if it's like, hey, go round up, all the gay people and put them in internment camps and we're going to torture them, okay, that's one thing. But there's no, even those jabronis went on TV and were asked, what illegal orders are you specifically referring to? And they're like, well, we don't know of any yet, but they're coming. Yeah. So Donald Trump responds with this tweet right here. It says, seditious behavior punishable by death. And what he means by seditious is treasonous behavior. It is a fact that, that's the penalty for
I think it's like
treason.
your misdemeanor towards the felony kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like that'll get you started. Yeah. And once that happened, these Democrats and all Democrats across the board started flipping out because of what Donald Trump. Listen to Chris Murphy. He's absolutely hyperventilating after seeing it.
The President of the United States just called for Democratic members of Congress to be executed.
Is this AI?
This is not normal. We cannot allow this to feel normal. This as far as I know, has never happened before in the history of the country. Every Democratic member of the Senate and the House, their life is in jeopardy right now, especially those that were specifically targeted
Washington didn't have
by
Twitter.
the social media post. Democratic senators and House members who were simply saying that no member of the military should act illegally or in violation of the Constitution. The President of the United States just called for members of Congress to be executed. If you are a person of influence in this country, maybe it's time to pick a fucking side. If you are a Republican in Congress, if you are a Republican governor, maybe it's time to draw a line in the sand and say that under no circumstances should the President of the United States be calling on his political opposition to be hanged. We are at a very dangerous moment right now. The President is engaged in the wholesale incitement.
Okay. So I do have a soapbox. Actually, we all have a soapbox because we have a podcast. And with my soapbox, I'm going to say Chris Murphy is a whiny little biatch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big time. He's like hyperventilating. They just close to me. This is not the first time they've done this, by the way. Do you remember the Liz Cheney deal? Where he was talking about Liz Cheney is a warmonger, and how would she like it if she got sent out on the battlefield like she's done or supported so many of our young men and women do. When he made those comments, this is what the media did, almost identical to what they're doing now.
Breaking news. Donald Trump took his violent rhetoric to a new extreme, suggesting the former Republican Congresswoman should be fired upon.
Breaking news. Trump under investigation for saying, quote, war hawk Liz Cheney should be fired upon.
Right now on ABC News Live, he suggested 9 barrels of a firing squad aimed right at her.
Donald Trump declaring before a crowd that Cheney should be put before a firing line.
With the battle over women voters raging, Donald Trump suggests putting Liz Cheney in the firing line.
Now you have this threat against Liz Cheney that Trump is talking about a firing squad.
The Drudge Report, Trump calls for Cheney execution.
He's saying quite explicitly and unambiguously that Liz Cheney should be shot, should be executed by firing squad.
He directly said what he thinks should happen to Liz Cheney just because she disagrees with him.
He basically called for executing Liz Cheney.
Talking about putting Liz Cheney in front of a firing squad.
He actually suggested that Liz Cheney should face a firing squad.
Guns being trained on a political opponent.
Guns being trained on a political opponent. He would like to see guns aimed at Liz Cheney's face.
9 barrels pointed at Liz Cheney is the latest escalation.
Using the military to kill a political rival.
We've graduated to firing squads and execution.
He really wants to kill with a firing squad his political opponents.
Sounds like to me he just thought she needed to die.
Trump was suggesting.
Okay, that's enough. So what he was saying when he made those comments, which was not put her in front of a firing squad, he was talking about how D.C. politicians send their kids off to war, send our kids off to war from comfortable offices while never putting themselves in those war zones, which is 100% correct. So anyway, my point in all that is they've done this same song and dance. It's Democrats do the same thing over and over. Like their playbook doesn't change.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same
and
song
they lose.
and dance.
It's the coyote against the roadrunner. They lose time
when it comes to Trump,
and time again.
They can't catch him. One time these tactics worked for them, but people are so. I always just to get the pulse of how general people are feeling. I always look at Payton because he's really open minded about looking into stuff. And he's grown up seeing Democrats do this whole, shouting fire in a theater or.
Selling fear.
Playing what's the saying go that crying wolf. They've watched him fear-mongering. They've watched him do this for years, and they're like, when they do it again, everybody's like, okay, sure.
Not to mention they're really good at accusing somebody else of something that they've been doing themselves to take cover.
Bingo. They do that a lot.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Whatever they accuse you of, they are in fact guilty of themselves.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, I've got something that a gift I would like to give everyone.
Okay.
I have written a song called Friendsgiving.
Okay.
I had a friend that invited me to a Friendsgiving. I thought it was very interesting. So I actually described some of the characters that attended the Friendsgiving.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, let's
we
do that.
We got a couple more things to get to, but let's go ahead and do that. Also, Brian from Wild Hair Jerky says that the first $50 Cash App Venmo is going to get 5 bags of jerky of their choice.
Jeez.
Tell me, but before we do that, Brian, confirm in the chat that I'm right about this. First $50 on Cash App Venmo is going to get 5 bags of Wild Hair Jerky of their choice. Let's see if Brian says, is that right? Is that right? What I said? I just want to make sure, because Brian is a very gracious guy, and he's always trying to help out the show and also get his product out there to people so they know how good it is. Let's see here. Now, tell us a little bit before you start, a little bit about it. This is a recollection of your Friendsgiving that you did?
That I attended.
Okay.
So I basically just talk about some of the people that attended, what they brought, kind of what they brought to the table in terms of fellowship.
Gotcha.
Kind of hard. I mean,
okay, and during that song, first person, and if there's multiple people that sends $50, then somebody's gonna have to lose. But we appreciate the money. First person to send $50 on Cash App or Venmo, 5 bags of beef jerky. Brian, Wild Hair Jerky's gonna hook you up. Get yourself some Wild Hair Jerky, cuzzy. And I'll try to call it as I'll keep an eye on it to see who ends up being that person. Cash App. Bear with me. All right, John Bird, you do it, and we'll announce the winner once you're done with your Friendsgiving song.
Scoot to your right a little bit. Sorry.
All right. That's all right.
You're right. Correct.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. I just finished this right before I got here, so hopefully I won't butcher it.
Best of luck to you, my friend.
Thank you. Tony, how does this sound, Tony? Okay.
It'll change, but I'm ready.
Payton, you ready for this song?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Oh gosh!
Excellent.
Announce the winner. I'm gonna get my other guitar.
All right, go for it. He probably spent all day tuning that guitar.
I did.
How did I guess?
Missed a half step or something.
You could have, Payton. You could have tuned the guitar for him. Don't you know how to do that?
With an app. But he should be able to tune it with an app, too.
Well, yeah, I think he was doing that before the show, wasn't he?
When you've been tuning guitars as long as him, you don't even really need one. You just know.
Well, while we wait on...
I haven't been... I've only recently got to the point where I've got to learn about...
You'll discuss for a moment.
Key signatures and...
Yeah, I mean, with
scales
the more you play and the more you use the tuners, eventually you just kind of have an ear for it. It just kind of comes naturally, So, but you've been playing a lot of the drums lately. How you like them?
Yeah, when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about like a marimba or a xylophone. That's what I'm learning the notes on because it's a keyed instrument still.
I gotcha.
But that's what I got to play at school during concert season.
Well, do you think drums is something you're going to stick with and you're going to keep doing? Okay.
If my life allows me to, but I'd love to. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that would be nice. You might have to get into because I think AI is going to be a big thing in the music world in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
Becoming a band is going to be a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of musicians that make money, and playing the drums to make money sounds like a good gig to me.
Do we have that? Do we have that video of him playing drums?
Yeah.
Let's actually check that out. So this is from you saw in the short from earlier. We went to Guitar Center, and I was just taking videos as he was messing around on the drum kits. This is this is a small sample of P-roll on this is an electric drum. So
yeah, it's not perfect. So
yeah, and you started playing drums earlier this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's new to it. Check this out.
Is that in a music shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at Guitar Center.
In Hoover?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, when you guys... Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's pretty good, right?
Nice. You could already be the drummer for Green Day. Yeah. That guy has no talent. Sorry.
The only thing that's frustrating about going to a music store and playing the drums is there's 3 other people there playing drums as well, so you can't
and
really
at
tell.
least one of them is just there messing around, and they've never sat on a drum set before.
Yeah, and they're just going nuts on the whole thing. It's like, come on.
But at the same time, it's a music store, so.
Yeah, that's what you do at a music
Because when
store.
we went to Bailey Brothers, it was like Nazi Germany. You couldn't touch any of the drum sets at all.
I know who to blame for that. Actually, yeah. Yep.
All right, John Bird is back. We still don't have a winner, John Bird, so that's the good news. Well, I don't know if that's good news.
Is that good news? That's not good news.
You missed my drum solo, John Bird.
Oh, yeah, run that for him one more time.
Okay, I think I've seen it.
If you can, Tony.
All right.
Hope I don't mess you up. Well, just give him like 10 or 15 seconds of it so you can see.
Okay.
Oh, no, I hadn't seen this. Listen to you. Can you hear yourself?
Watch us get a copyright strike, Payton.
Riding that ride, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh!
What do you think about that, Bird?
Crossover stick, man.
And as we pointed out, he just started earlier this year. It was the first time he played drums.
That's right.
You didn't go with your foot, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what I like is, if you notice with his playing, he's very smooth. His motions aren't huge, which means, much like Neil Peart, he can move very fast along the drum kit, very quickly.
It's gotten
And
so
it's
much
effortless.
smoother with the way just watching him play, because it was starting off as very stiff. Couldn't really figure out how to hold the drums and everything else. I mean, the drumsticks, and it was just
Shout out Gary Asher.
Yes, Gary
My
Asher.
guy.
Which, by the way, Gary Asher has been the one to get Pete where he's at. And it's you that connected us with Gary Asher. He listened to the show. He reached out to you, said, hey, get Payton in touch. Gave a drum set to Payton that he plays still to this day.
Yep.
And Gary, which is probably all Gary ever wants to do in life, is create new drummers, and he did just that.
Because I joined marching band because of that. That would have never happened. And I think once I joined band, I even got progressively better, even quicker, because of Mr. Nuss and Mr. Cowart.
Yeah, the band director.
Greatest staff ever, by the way.
They hunted him down at school and said, we need you in the band, because they heard about it. They were like, oh, he's with Gary Asher. We want him in the band.
And I had friends in the band that were, telling my band director that I was interested. So
you doing jazz band this year?
No, we don't have a jazz band.
Okay, that's where you start. That's what you need to do. You need to get it started.
Okay, so I talked to my band director about it one day when he picked me and my friend up for band camp, because I stayed at my buddy's house and he lives right by the school, and he said he really did want to start one, but I think he said he just couldn't find enough people. Maybe
you got to stick with it. What you need to do is you need to get videos and post them of high school jazz bands, because one of the most fun times I ever had was going to jazz band competitions where you're competing.
I bet that's
Let me
good.
tell you what, man, I had this solo one time. I don't want to brag, but I was playing the mellophone, which is sort of the marching French horn, right? And it was a song called...
Nerd alert.
Yeah, real talk.
And it was the song, it was the theme from Rocky, but it was done by Maynard Ferguson. Oh, man, let me tell you, when that started playing, it wasn't that. It was... That was way up there. I'm telling you. No, okay. Look, if I need to come speak to the school, just let me know.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, could you imagine Bird is a public speaker at the school?
Yes, I can say. Do you know who I am? I was the number 1 drum major in the Southeast in 1980.
Okay, they're going to be very impressed.
I had the world record. I had 18 first place trophies in 1980.
Dang.
He's definitely got some fans at the school.
Did you know that? There's the kids at the school watch this podcast.
Oh, sweet.
They compare you to Bubbles all the time.
Oh, God.
I knew it.
That's partly why I grew this pencil-thin mustache.
But they love you, dude. Everybody loves you.
I mean, even though they know you as Bubbles and Dr. Dingling, I mean, they still love you.
Yeah, can you imagine kids my age watching those Dr. Dingling?
Oh, gosh.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Pass it forward, man. Pass it on to the next generation.
It's 62 years old, and you're shaping an entire generation, John Bird.
I don't know if that's good or bad, man.
Not putting your butthole in the
camera. What's your 2 favorite things to watch on the internet? They're like Nick Fuentes and John Bird.
Yeah.
Like show and tell. It's like I saw P. Diddy's dad's podcast, and this guy ripped his taint hair out and then auctioned it off.
All true. All true.
And speaking of the drums, you need to learn all the Lynam songs, all the Fuel songs, and all the Charlie Reese songs, and then we could just like make David Lynam go away, and you could take his place.
Yeah,
he'll let you do it.
If I may say something, I want to tell Payton something. And I had a feeling about this because I was on your side before anybody else. So, and you don't have to admit to that, even though it's true. You have an ability. This is not easy to do. You have an ability. You have a storehouse. You have a warehouse in your head that you are slowly filling with drum beats and drum feels. Mm-hmm. Okay? So you are going to get to the point where you can listen to a song one time and play it all the way through. And with technology, I will say this. You can take a song, take the stems, remove the drums, and play along with it, and give it your own style. That kind of creativity, that takes you over the top.
That's what's fun, is like doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, I love doing marching band and, you know, the band at school where it's like it's trying to be perfect, but when you're doing something just, you know, at home playing drums, like, be creative and think outside the box with it.
Amen.
There it is right there.
There it is. All right, John Bird, your friend's giving some. Also, the 5 bags of wild hair jerky, your choice of flavors, is up for grabs for the first person to send $50 on Cash App or Venmo, OTL Show, or OTL Show. Cash App and Venmo. It's got to be Cash App or Venmo. $50 OTL Show.
Oh, man.
Get 5 bags of wild hair jerky.
Weed Hopper, he missed a perfect opportunity. Just for Thanksgiving, he should have made turkey jerky.
Ah, and this is the Thanksgiving giveaway for wild hair jerky as well. So anyway, John Bird, proceed.
Okay, this is a tough one. All right. There's a tradition born of kindness, sure you've heard of. A heartfelt mission of compassion and love. And if you accept this fine invitation, welcome to this year's Friendsgiving. Cassie is a septum-wearing, blue-haired trans who disowned her family. She cries about Gaza, has TDS, and wants Palestinians free. And what does she bring tofu and a COVID shot. Yeah, Scotty flunked out of college, and now he lives with his mom. If there's free food involved, you know he'll come along. And what does he bring? His PS5 and a half-empty bottle of Jim Beam, yeah! So let's get started with Friendsgiving. I guess stuffing and gravy somebody forgot to bring. Please pass me the deviled eggs. Who's this dog that keeps humping my leg? This damn dog keeps humping my leg. Oh, y'all come on in. Here comes Paul and Shelley. They're the newlyweds. Man, once you get those two off of the table, it ain't no bed. They try to tell us about the honeymoon suite, but I say, for the love of God, can't we wait until after we eat? What did they bring? Oysters and Viagra infused chocolate covered strawberries. Mmm. Oh boy, I just can't believe Terrence brought his cousin Black-Eyed Skillet. What did he get? When did he get out of the hole? Didn't know that if you're convicted for murder in 2 years, you could get out on parole. So what did Black-Eyed Skillet bring to show his goodwill? A bad attitude and a stolen 9 mil. Pew pew. Ow.
Black-Eyed Skillet had a stolen gun.
I'm sure you guys will recognize this person. Look who's here. It's our old friend, dear John. He ain't got a whole lot going on. He's been divorced since 21. He's living in a pitch black void. His car's broke down, and did I mention that he's unemployed? Man, he's plagued with IBS, but it paints the bathroom. Oh God, it's such a mess. What does he bring? A bowl full of regret and an old wedding ring. So let's get started with Friendsgiving. I guess stuffing and gravy somebody forgot to bring. Please pass me the deviled eggs. Who's this dog that keeps humping my leg? This damn dog keeps humping my leg. That's what Friendsgiving's all about.
Hey now,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, that was phenomenal, buddy.
So a good time was had by all.
Yes, wow, coming in hot.
Great.
Yes, that was great.
That was my bad.
That was beautiful. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving,
You got me something?
No. That's Christmas.
That's right.
But we are giving stuff away here. And what has happened is Mike Kress is the official winner of the jerky contest and wants to send that jerky to our good friend Jordan. So Jordan now gets to try out wild hair jerky.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So Jordan, I will.
Thank you, Mike.
I'll link you up with. Or I can get the address from you and all that. We've already discussed that, so we'll get that figured out. So
I'll take care of that.
And we'll
I'll stay in touch with her.
Yeah, and we'll just get them linked up so she can say what flavors she wants. She can go to the website wildhairjerky.com and see the different flavors. Yeah. So you'll enjoy that. It's good stuff. What else? I was going to talk about Candace Owens, who says that the French government has a hit out on her, like to unalive her.
It goes further and further off the deep end.
And it seems to, I mean, there's like some high-end people confirming this.
Really?
It's starting to look like it's real. And maybe it's just me. I don't want to get into it. We can see how this plays out over the next few days and maybe talk about it Friday.
Dude, governments are good. They wouldn't do this to people, right?
Right.
Tell me about it.
Because you know,
there's your one-liner, by the way.
You think about the French government. I mean, let's read the tweet real quick. It says, 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Yes, you read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I am told that there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad, and the plans were formalized. Again, this person provided me concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, the person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparently wants us both dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. Please retweet and share this. I don't know who in the American government can be trusted, since this source claims our leaders are aware, but I have more specific information which is definitely verifiable should they care to reach out to me. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public execution to the risk of their own life, may God bless you truly. And she is not, like, she doubled down on this and said that there's somebody that told her, you know. And listen, I guess it's a good thing that she puts it out there, because man, kind of gives them some incentive to back out before it's too late. You know?
Gosh.
Kitty Rupskin. I just love saying that name. $4.99 for one-liners.
Hey.
Sweet.
Tony one-liner.
I got one in there.
Yeah, baby. Oh, Tony one-liner.
The government has our best interests at heart, you know?
I had a guy who was a super, super nice guy, and somehow he got to the radio station when I worked in Anniston, a little small AM station. And he would write these bits and do them that would play on the station, and he called himself one-liner. And it was like these real cheesy jokes that he would say.
Like, take my wife, please, kind of thing, or what?
No, I mean, I don't know what he's into behind closed doors, but...
no, not like that. Like, you know, Benny Goodman or whatever his name was, Youngman.
I don't know.
Henny Youngman.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was super cheesy, but he was excited about it. My boss was excited about it, and I just, you know,
so
that's what I think of.
He didn't deliberately do them cheesy. He was like, thought, yeah.
I think he really thought they were good.
Oh, boy.
More funny.
Yeah.
But he was a super nice guy, super good guy. Anyway, when I hear one-liner, that's what he called himself. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, so I got nothing but respect for the guy. It's not really my cup of tea with the one-liner jokes that he had.
Did he laugh at them? Because that is the worst thing, when somebody tells a joke and laughs.
Hey, when we had the comedy off here when I was in Florida and I was watching, you were laughing at your own jokes when Lynham and you were both doing their bit, right?
No.
Of course not. That was a soundboard he brought.
Oh,
with him.
that's right. That's right.
I would never laugh at my own jokes.
I laugh at my own. I don't know.
Laughing, by the way, I laughed when I saw this. Payton pulled it up. So do y'all remember the kid that was at the small wrestling promotion?
Raha
Jackson. He got mad at one of the wrestlers and jumped in there and just started bashing his head in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, his dad is Rampage Jackson, and he's a former UFC fighter. Well, he has made a career on streaming on Kick.
Yeah.
So he's on the streaming platform, and he just kind of does his daily life, and lets people watch him do it. But there's text-to-speech on Kick, and so people are constantly sending money so they can do a text-to-speech, and it reads off their thing. And they end up trolling this guy on a regular basis.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know. I mean, it seems like common sense, but, I wouldn't. If I'm going to troll anybody, it's probably not going to be a UFC fighter. Because, there's got to be.
But you could do it online.
I mean, yeah, you could do it online, but sometimes these are very angry people. They're definitely violent people in the sense of being in the ring. And he got one text-to-speech that said this right here.
I heard someone called you Diddy Booty Jackson today. SMH. What is this world?
Shut the fuck up, nigga. You ain't heard nobody call me no fucking Diddy Booty Jackson, nigga. Ain't nobody said that shit all fucking day until you said that fucking shit. Now you got me spitting all over my fucking Payton. You pissed me the fuck off. Ain't nobody call me Diddy Booty fucking Jackson.
Dang. I think somebody did it one time.
Look at this shit. I spit all over my fucking Payton. My first fucking Payton.
I mean, first of all, you've got
How
a
quickly
UFC.
is somebody trying to do it again?
You got a UFC guy making a painting. Is that his son to his left?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was the start of an era because this wasn't a one-time thing. They're calling him Diddy Booty Jackson all the time now.
So they're doing it all. He's
Yeah.
all
He
people
is-
are calling
he is
him
Diddy Booty Jackson.
Wow. He got so angry at that.
Dude, his son on the left is tripping me out.
He's laughing his butt off.
He kept rubbing his face all nervous at first.
Look at him. He's
what
like,
is he
oh,
doing?
Diddy Booty Jackson. Here we
Diddy
go
Booty
again.
Jackson. Fired up.
That guy got awfully defensive, so I don't know what's going on.
Maybe he is a Diddy Booty Jackson.
You should try to get Diddy Booty Jackson on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. You be our official Diddy Booty Jackson correspondent, Payton.
I ain't talking to Diddy Booty Jackson.
No,
I want
I'm
nothing to
saying-
do with Diddy Booty Jackson.
I'm
dude.
saying when there's new when there's new clips from him,
Yes.
you get them to us.
Oh, okay.
Now, you don't have to actually get involved with Diddy Booty Jackson.
In fact, we prefer you don't. But,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I thought y'all wanted me to reach out to Diddy Booty Jackson.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I think he's got anger problems.
Couple
Well, if
other
he reached
things.
back, we'd have some real problems. That's all I'm saying.
And before we get out of here, I don't know if anybody saw it, but I was on Newsmax on Saturday. This
I
is
totally
our
missed
first.
that.
Yeah, Tony was here. We did the hit from this studio, from this seat, and Tony helped us set everything up. We got connected. We had a little bit of problem on the front end, like we couldn't get our video going, but we figured that out quickly.
We got it figured out real quick, actually.
Very, very quickly.
Play it.
We'll play. Let's play just the first story. If you go to my Twitter account, it's up there as a tweet.
Okay.
And if y'all want to watch the whole thing, you can
So
go to
I
my
think you're all
socials.
famous now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just play. It's just crazy that, I mean, like, never would you have convinced me that I was going to be on TV or being invited on a national news channel to talk about stuff. But here's what's bad, is they didn't tell me what we were talking about until the last minute. And I was like, well, this is kind of weird. Like, you probably should give me a heads up so I know what I'm talking about. But here's what happened.
Watching ourselves.
All right, welcome back to The Count. I'm John Glasgow, in for Lydia Serrani. We end tonight with some media madness. First, it's called gentle parenting, but new rules are raising eyebrows. Experts now suggest asking infants for consent before changing their diaper. You can't even make this up. Joining us now to discuss is host
They
of
bring
The
you.
Line, 10 to 2 p.m. Central on Talk 99.5 WZRR. Andrew McLean. Great to have you, Andrew. The absurd absurd recommendations don't stop there. You can't even make it up. Experts, they say that you can now ask, do you want to crawl or walk to the changing table, or should I carry you? They note that this can be a moment to teach children about consent and their bodies. The soft strategy is popular with Gen Z and millennial parents, but critics claim that it can turn kids into be spoiled brats. What do you make on this soft parenting trend that we're seeing?
This is a tell me you vote Democrat without telling me you vote Democrat kind of thing. It's obvious. You're asking your kid for permission to change their diaper. I know who you voted for. You know what your permission is when the baby's laying in a bassinet with a diaper full of poop and it's screaming bloody murder. That's your consent.
It's so true. I mean, what? I can't believe they've taken it this far.
So
as for the book tour, Michelle Obama, I gotta get to this.
That's a good enough sample. Then we talked about Michelle Obama, and I regret so badly not referring to her as a man. I should have just done it.
At least reference a hot dog or something.
Yeah, I'd be like, I could have just, Michelle Obama's got a penis.
You should have been like, Michelle.
Yeah,
Obama.
mispronounced the name.
My Michael. Yeah.
But then I was like, well, it's my first TV appearance. Let me just. I was nervous. I didn't want to tell anybody I was nervous, but I was so incredibly nervous.
I thought you looked great on it.
And
I really did.
So,
I could tell you were nervous, but to the audience, that you look great on TV.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
But I'm just with you all the time, so I can just tell.
Yeah, I just wanted to get through that one and show them like, hey, I can be on the shows. So. And actually, the lady, the booker, she hit me back and said that I gave your info to all the other shows.
Awesome.
So that they may book me back on the TV.
And you still had a show, and you couldn't avoid the poop stuff.
Yeah,
like
I had to talk about poop.
Yeah.
I also promoted the podcast. So, if you are, in fact, watching this podcast and you saw us on Newsmax, thank you for hanging out with us. I promise we're going to put you on a good product. Last but not least, we'll have to go to my Facebook page for this. Okay. I got a care package today. Now, do y'all remember when I was so excited after we went to Homestead Hollow? I ended up getting something called... Mixing Dixie. Yeah, you'll just click my picture there.
It's like smoke something.
Yeah, it was an old fashioned. So it's a jar and it's got a bunch of different dried out ingredients in it that makes an old fashioned, like an orange, bitters infused,
so cool.
Sugar cubes infused with bitters, different stuff. And so I went and looked at their website. I wanted more of it. I talked about it on the show. They found out I talked about it on the show. And they sent me this care package today with a note. They sent me 2 more jars and all the stuff that I need on the backside. And the note said, Andrew, thank you again for taking the time to recognize our small business on your show. It means so much. Love, Jamie and Mike. And I thought that was just the nicest thing.
That really is.
It is.
Yeah. And because, when I tell you, because the thing is, if I find something that I genuinely love, I'm going to talk about it on the show. It doesn't have to be a paid promotion. I talk about me and the stuff that I'm interested in. And so when I got that, I was all excited to go on air and talk about it. And they called Wind, and they sent me a little care package with a couple more. So basically what you do is you fill that jar up with bourbon, or actually you can do any kind of alcohol. There you can use vodka or whatever. But if you use bourbon, you can make it turns it into an old fashioned. And then they got other drinks that turn it into different things. And it's when I got the one that was a pecan flavored old fashioned pecan something, and best old fashioned I've ever had in my life. I mean, it had actual pecans in there and all kinds of stuff.
Such a cool idea.
Yeah, dude. I'm a fan. So if y'all want to get some of that stuff, it's a great idea for Christmas gifts. You can go to my Facebook and find their page on there, or go to mixingdixie.com. Yeah, there's their Facebook page, Mixing Dixie, and you can...
Mixing Dixie sounds like something out of the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, Mixie Dixie. Click there and see where's their webpage. They got a webpage there towards the... Scroll down. There's their phone number. There it is. Oh, it's EdenValleyCo.com. So Eden Valley Company.
Oh, look at that picture. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I brought them up last time on the podcast, but I just wanted to give them some recognition for. They got soaps. They got.
Oh, soap.
They had something called cocktail slushies. I guess it's got some kind of mix where you can freeze it and make a slushy.
Yeah.
They got lotions. All of it's, homemade.
Now that looks pretty dope right there.
Yeah. Bath bombs. Anti-aging face cream.
Serum Immortel? What?
Yeah, it keeps you from dying, I guess.
Okay.
And they're right here in Alabama. So small business here in Alabama. If anybody's interested in that, go to EdenValleyCode.com.
I love that picture. I can't stop staring at that picture on the website.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Those guys are absolutely
I'm going to
best.
save it and make it a screensaver for me.
What you do is you fill the jar up and then you leave it in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. And then after that, you open it up, pour your
Wait,
drink.
wasn't there something you were doing that where it was like smoke?
Yeah, I've got a whiskey. So you smoke your whiskey glass. You just burn these wood chips and it gives your whiskey like a smoky flavor.
That is so cool.
Yeah, love that. Love that. All right, well, we're going to get out of here, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all that hung out with us tonight. We're running a little later than normal, but that's part of the game, baby.
That's right.
We'll start off with, I'll go Tony Gump, P. Diddy, and then John Bird on final word. So y'all just go ahead and think about what you want to say. Tony Gump first.
Newsmax was awesome. Peyton, thank you for being here. John, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And R.I.P. Jimmy Jam. That's all I have to say.
Amen. P. Diddy.
Had a good time. Dang, bro, I hate doing last words. I never know what to say.
Oh, you got it.
Those are words themselves.
Last.
Speak from the heart.
Whatever's on your heart.
I know I said be yourself last time, but still applause.
Still be yourself.
And R.I.P. Jimmy Jam.
There you go. I love it. John Bird.
Be yourself. Be your authentic self. Not what P-Roll said. That's just BS.
Yeah, don't listen to this guy.
No, I just joke. Yeah, I love it and everything. I'd like to thank everybody for the prayers and finances and borrowing and everything for helping take care of me through this trying time. It's just good to have people that love you for who you are and are always there for you. And, for me, the money is great. Like loaning the cars, thank you so much, Cherry. But to me, the prayers are just as important. They make a big difference, and it feels really good to be back. And my mustache is
I knew
it's a little bit strange here, but I'm going to keep working on it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and grow my hair out so I can slick it back like they did in the 40s. So I think I'm going for that. Like I want a zoot suit for Christmas. I asked Santa Claus for a zoot suit. So never let go of that childlike fascination with the world. Yes, there is evil in the world, but there's good in the world. Always be fascinated. Love your wife. Love your husband. Love your pets. Love yourself, but not in that way. For those of you that are thinking that, just love yourself. Don't hate yourself. You know what? I want you tomorrow morning. You got a pinky swear that you are going to wake up. You're going to be thankful for the day. I want you to hop out of the bed. I want you to go over to the mirror. I want you to do a big smile and say, man, I love you. You are awesome. And you have to do it every day for the next 30 years. And then at some point, you will start loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. And you see, what ends up happening is, you end up projecting yourself on the other person. And you both end up miserable. So if you love yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, that will attract you. The chicks will be attracted to you. The dudes will be attracted to you. So just remember, love yourself. Eat turkey. Enjoy your turkey. I won't have one, but that's okay. I don't like turkey anyway.
We'll get you some turkey.
I thought we were gonna have to cut him off.
Do you want turkey for like sandwiches? You can at least make some turkey sandwiches. I'll get you some tomorrow.
Okay.
Do they make turkey Cheez-Its?
Turkey flavored Cheez-Its.
That's what I want. Turkey Cheez-Its, baby.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys for everything you do for the show. It is so appreciated. And R.I.P. Jimmy Jam. You will forever be one of us and a part of this OTL family. There's nothing that will change that now. We'll be back next time. Until then, see you, cuz.